You'll see the data here. The footprint goes bananas, right? Straight away, you're looking at this. If you are a scalper, you don't need to be getting overly involved in here. We've just seen it trade up into the mid 80s. We've also seen it rush back down towards 70. So I get a bid in at 70. What I'm really looking for is this to start getting a bit thicker. You start to see this now. We're starting to see more trade. You can see that we're at the top of this recent move. So quick offer at 84.25. I'm looking then down towards these recent pullbacks, which is around 77. Out of the trade. Job done. That's one trade done. Let's go and have a little look at this example. Where we're looking for is the break out of this range. So you've got this high at 70, you've got another high at 73, you then got a high up here at 84. This was on a day, this is on an hourly, so these are highs across 3 days. What we're interested in is this bit of action just in here. So it's only about 3 minutes worth of trade, but there's a lot that you can do in 3 minutes. Let's go and have a little look. So this is non-farm payrolls in the S&P. Footprint is really, really useful in this situation, because what it allows you to do is very quickly establish the ranges that the market's trading in and among all of that volatility. You'll see the data here. The footprint goes bananas, right? Straight away, you're looking at this. If you are a scalper, you don't need to be getting overly involved in here. We've just seen it trade up into the mid 80s. We've also seen it rush back down towards 70. So I get a bid in at 70. What I'm really looking for is this to start getting a bit thicker. You start to see this now. We're starting to see more trade. You can see that we're at the top of this recent move. So quick offer at 84.25. I'm looking then down towards these recent pullbacks, which is around 77. Out of the trade. Job done. That's one trade done. The marker that we put in down at 70 is a useful one, because this now is giving you the chance to go, okay, 70 is a point I'm interested in if we flick down there. What I'm then looking for is to try and work out where these ranges are establishing. You can see that we've got this sort of little pocket of volume, again, that high volume, somebody absorbing it at 75. So this is the reason to get a bid in there. You see that quick flick, touches it and bounce. From this, what I'm looking for then is movement back up towards this sort of 81, 82 area. So you're looking for the move up there. We then end up with a large order. We push down again through 75 towards 73. This is the point where you go, okay, I'm going to get out of that. Not every scalp's going to work. This is not about going, oh, I'm going to get this money and this money and this money and this money. You've just been given some information there. 75 would appear to not be the bottom of the range. So we've got that 70. Look, we've got another 100 absorbs down here. So now very quickly, you're trying to establish this range. The midpoint of the range now is in fact that 75 area. So that's the place to get your offers in. Get another bid down towards 70. Remember, this was the top of that hourly range as well. So you can feel reasonably confident contextually, but also we've seen it now drop down there. You've got that bid down there at 70 as well, or that bid that was filled. So you can see a willingness. So very quick, back up, you're out at 76, 77. We've now established direction here. Overall, the data suggests that potentially we could be going up. There's an attempt to sell here. Probably not the greatest idea. You're kind of, in a sense, almost just the middle of the range. So a bit of a dangerous one. If you're playing a trade like that, be willing to get out quickly, and you're looking for less on these. Personally, not a big fan of it, but occasionally you get that kind of opportunity to try and nick something. But really, I'm looking down to sort of where the bottom of these recent ranges are coming. So giving it up around 74, willing then to just move that bid up. So we drop down a little bit further. Now that we've settled down, this is 2-3 minutes after the data now, we've settled. You can now be a little bit wider in the areas that you're looking to scalp. You're trying to play the move back down, collect at 69.70. Again, you see the same, drops down straight away, another 75, resting on the bid at 70. Somebody really wants to buy it down here. So I'm using that information to then, again, not playing for anything spectacular, not trying to find huge directional movement. We're just looking back towards now 76, the top of that recent move. This is your point-to-point trade. I'm not going to try and play for the break of 76 and continuation. I'm playing back to 76. The fact that it's stalling around 74, willing to give something up there, looking once more up towards 76. That's what I mean by point-to-point scalping. But the advantage here is that we're getting those much bigger moves. I talked about earlier, 10 points in the S&P being a 1% move, a pretty decent sized day. You've just seen this do 10 up and down, or at least 6 sevens, up and down, up and down. you can collect those. And this has been 4 minutes. We've taken a fair few trades, up, down, up, down. I think it's netted approximately $1,800, just trading ones and two lots, just finding those little areas to scalp. This is a classic of my sort of favorite scalps, where you get this splash down. You see it on the footprint there, all selling. If this doesn't push on, you can then get a bid in and try and buy this just back to where it came from. So this is your very sort of quick point-to-point scalp, 73, 76, in, out, and you leave that one alone. But as I said before, the key bit to scalping is not looking for more. I saw someone asking about, would you leave a runner? No, I don't want to be leaving runners. If I leave a runner, it's going to take away from my ability to then start taking more and more and more trades. I could buy 70 and leave a runner and sit through the wash up and down. I don't want to be doing that. I want to be in, I want to be out, move on. In, out, move on. You can take multiple trades. That way, you're going to find streaks of direction rather than trying to carry a runner.